Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and welcome to this week's edition of Sweat Level Midnight. We're going to review my Crucible Trials of the week. Day 1 was into somebody with a Mephisto. I dropped 2 attacks. I kind of fell into despair, even started making stupid mistakes, but I had assumed I had lost, and my opponent didn't attack, so technically I won that one. Let's see how that looks. I do want to go over some of my mistakes. Unfortunately, replays are gone. I would have loved to replay this fight to see what I did wrong. It was full extreme, and I went in with Masters of Evil. It was a decent punch up, but not one I should have lost. So it was probably the fact that it was a massive forge. Massive forges do trip me up. I honestly don't recall what my mistake was here. It would have been good to replay this, and then I cleaned it up with Death Seed. Room 2, they had Spider Society, full team. I came in with Cabal. I brought Vulture and Lizard. Vulture 1 gets 50% speed bar because it's all heroes. He also, he won't rip the speed up. But yeah, he gets 50% speed bar, so he goes early. Lizard gets 40% because it's all Spider-Verse. So I have 2 shots at going super early and critting. Room 3, they had Secret Defenders with Dorm. I mirrored it with Secret Defenders. I brought in Daredevil. Don't forget, when they have a Photon, Emma doesn't work because Photon prevents speed reductions. But Daredevil works the opposite way. He gives speed stat to Defender allies. He doesn't affect the enemy side. So I still got my 10% advantage. Moreover, I had already used my Emma, so this worked out perfectly. What happens here is the offense spawns first. Their passives activate first. So my Black Cat took all the revive onces, and then the enemy Black Cat's revive once still triggered, and she took the ones that I had stolen. So I didn't get to revive. Their whole team didn't get to revive, but their Black Cat still got to revive. Anyway, so, but yeah, with the speed advantage, I was still able to win this. They had Out of Time in 4. I came in with Illuminati. Shuri, unfortunately, was not able to decharge the Black Knight, which was my idea of how this was going to work. And that was pretty unfortunate. After that, it kind of unraveled because Black Knight kept slapping my characters, and that's a Crimson 2-Diamond Black Knight. It was no joke. And yeah, it unraveled. I had to clean it up with New Warriors. Room 5, it was Alpha Flight. I hit this with kind of leftover characters I had. And then Room 6, they had Skrull with Hive Mind, no pre-taunt. I came in with, this is kind of a standard response to these Skrull Hive Mind teams. I made 2 mistakes. One was Apocalypse's ultimate. I targeted it on Skrull so that my ISO attack would bring him within punching distance of death once I use the empowered basic. But instead, the ISO attack dropped him under 50% and he hit under stealth. So I had to use the empowered basic on one of the symbiotes. I should have chosen Red Goblin, but I chose Void Knight. Anyway, it was several bad mistakes because I think at this point I had already assumed I had lost. Probably. I don't remember which sequence I did this in because I did those two dropped attacks. Anyway, after that, this counter is strong enough that I was able to beat it, but it was less efficient than it should have. All right. Yeah, and as I said, they didn't attack at all, so it was a free win for me. On day 2, I think this was also a Mephisto. So room 1 they had Extreme, Rogue, and Bishop. Maybe it was the last week's edition or the one before. I did show a recording of this. When there's a bishop, I play it differently. I basic on bishop, and then I titania basic on bishop, and then Kang basic on rogue to accommodate for what would have happened if bishop fell below 50% and rogue would have taunted with safeguard. That's not something we want. So what if they have bishop in there? That's how I accommodate. You can watch that replay. Room 2 they had Black Order with Ultimus and Zombie Juggernaut. I went through all the fights and I realized I had full extreme left over, so I used them and it worked fine. Room 3 they had Spider Society with Black Knight, and I came in with Secret Defenders, Apocalypse, and Red Hulk. I dropped Miss Marvel here because she would have gone first, and she probably would not have been able to take the taunt off of Black Knight, and she only would have rewound, I think, Black Knight and Noir or something that wouldn't have been helpful, and then she would have put up a bunch of buffs and triggered Noir's passive. So I dropped her in lieu of Red Hulk, who can special and give speed bar to Apocalypse, and it worked fine. Room 4 they had a Logan team. I came in with Cabal, works well. Room 5 they had Infinity Watch. I used kind of a standard response to this. By this point, Silver Surfer was reworked, so you saw in Trial 1 2. I started using him. He's strong. I like that he got reworked. All right, and Room 5 they had Hive Mind, Skrull, and Sasquatch. I saw this to be the biggest threat, so I brought Illuminati here. Let's look. I was happy that I got to one-shot it, and that gave me more of a shot in because I think this guy had Mephisto as well. I'm not sure. All right, this team, this Superior 6 Black Knight Rhino team has been very consistent for me this season especially. But also last season they got me a lot of wins in Room 5. This season in Room 1 I'm really loving it. Yeah, they came in with full Superior 6. They couldn't quite do it, so they came back with Secret Defenders. Room 2 into my Skrull defense with Dorm. They brought in Masters of Evil with Apocalypse. It looks like they kind of barely, got the win. Room 3, I have Spider Society with Ultimus, and they failed with Cabal, so they came in with Mephisto and New Warriors. My idea of putting Ultimus here was if they come in with a Lizard, Ultimus would get a lot of speed bar. Ms. Marvel, if they don't rewind Ultimus, obviously, then he might kill Ms. Marvel, but they might. And the way I positioned it is they have to choose between do I rewind Ultimus or Pav, so it's up to them. But yeah, anyway, they came in with Cabal and it didn't work. Then they came in with this New Warriors Mephisto team. Room 4, I had my Logan team, and they used their Cabal on it. Room 5, Infinity Watch, they punched down on it with Pegasus. And then Room 6 into my kind of Darkhold, not really even. It's like a Morgan Le Fay team. They used Illuminati here. But they dropped 2 attacks, and I had a clean day, so that got me the win. They must have pushed like a background update or something because all the replays are gone. Alright, day 3 was another Mephisto. And this time they had their Mephisto on defense, so I was not really expecting to win, but I was still trying to put up the best fight that I could. All right, room 1 they had Extreme Rogue. This was another massive forge, but this one I didn't trip up on, and I did get the one shot. Room 2 was their Mephisto. They had it with Hive Mind. I sacked it twice and then came in with Cabal. There might be a way where I don't need to sack this twice and Cabal still beats it uh, because it's Hive Mind and not like more other mythics. I don't know. I was tired. It was after work. I just did this. So room 3, they had again Superior 6 with Black Knight. I used Apocalypse, not Superior 6, Spider Society, SP. Spider Society with Black Knight, and I came in with SD Apocalypse. This time I didn't use Red Hulk, interestingly. I don't know why. I don't know if I made the different. I think. I don't think I thought this one through as much as I did day 2 because, yeah, I probably should have brought Red Hulk. Anyway, I won anyway, so it doesn't matter. Room 4, they had Logan. I brought Illuminati to not mess with any of the speedbar shenanigans. Room 5, they had Darkhold with Quicksilver. I used the standard Darkhold counter that we've had for a couple seasons. And then Room 6, they had Alpha Flight. I was very surprised that New Warriors struggled into this. I thought it was an easy win for them. Not at all. It was kind of a disaster, honestly. Because like in prior seasons when I did this, it worked. Maybe it wasn't the full team. What screwed me was that they have evades on spawn, which it must have been where when I did this before, it was pre-Sasquatch or whoever gives the evades. It must have been before that because yeah, I used to be like, whoo, New Warriors just slaps Alpha Flight. Anyway, yeah, so I dropped an attack there, and then maybe I should have left it. Anyway, I came in with my extreme team, and they were able to beat it, although still at a high cost. All right, on my defense, once again, this team got me a win. They had Cabal with Ultimus, only killed 2 of them, and then they came in and cleaned up with Super Skull, Super Skull as a cleanup character. Anyway, that's what they did. Room 2 into my Skrull, they came in with Illuminati, prevented that speed bar issue with Doom and Skrull, so that was nice. Room 3, my Spider Society Ultimus, they came in with Superior 6. Over here, of course, Green Goblin goes first and rewinds Ultimus to hell, so it doesn't matter that he gets speed bar when Lizard takes a turn. Into my Logan team, they used the Apocalypse Horseman counter. I honestly had not seen this work in Room 4 because they don't get their ultimates. Getting that ultimate from Weaver and Apocalypse is very. I would have thought instrumental to this fight, but you know they did it. I should have watched this replay when it happened. I didn't I should have paid attention. It would have been good to see, and I would have loved to have it here today. I honestly don't know what happened. They must have pushed out a patch update or something. All right, room 5 into my Infinity Watch. They ran Masters of Evil. They got that, and then my Morgan defense. They ran Secret Defenders with Big Time. So that was that. 2 wins and a loss. Honestly, I still felt good about it. It was a loss into a Mephisto. I'm not upset. I've really improved my rank this season, so I'm feeling very confident and happy and excited. Granted, yes, I did buy into the whole Illuminati thing, but it's helping me. I was suffering for a bit, so especially last season, so I'm happy about it. Let's see where it goes. I doubt I'll make it to top 200. Oh, this is this the weekly? No. Did they change the brackets? They changed the brackets. How long has this been this way? They changed the brackets. They changed the brackets but didn't touch the gold. Interesting. Anyway, so currently I guess I'm top 500. Let's see if I can make it to top 250. Um, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thank you for going over my Crucible with me. I hope to see you in the next one.